Angel breaks the cage. The night of decisions. Mia couldn't sleep. Her mind was full of fear, confusion, and anger. The villa felt colder than ever, and every sound made her jump. She knew Mateo was watching her closely now. He spoke softly, but there was something dangerous behind his voice, like he was ready to control every part of her life. She realized she had only two choices: stay and let this golden prison consume her, or run, even if it meant risking everything. Late at night, she secretly followed one of the guards. She heard him whisper into a phone about moving the girl if she becomes a problem. That was the moment Mia understood. She was no longer safe. She had to leave, and she had to do it before sunrise. The escape. When the house finally became quiet, Mia took a deep breath and stepped out of her room. Her hands were shaking, but her mind felt strangely clear. She moved carefully through the hallway, avoiding cameras and listening for footsteps. In the kitchen, she found the old back door used only by the staff. She pushed it slowly, praying it wouldn't make noise. For a moment, she felt hope, until she heard a familiar voice. Mia. Mateo stood behind her, his face half in shadow. "Why are you leaving me?" he asked calmly, but his eyes were full of anger and desperation. "I can't live like this," Mia whispered. "This is not love." He reached out his hand, as if he could stop her just with a touch, but Mia stepped back. And then she ran, through the garden, past the gates, into the darkness, with Mateo shouting her name behind her. The hunt. Mia ran until her legs hurt, finally reaching the road. She waved at a passing truck, and the driver, surprised and confused, let her in. For the first time in weeks, she felt distance between herself and that dangerous world. But she wasn't safe yet. Her phone began ringing non-stop. Mateo, his guards, unknown numbers. She threw the phone out of the window. The truck left her in a small town far from the villa. Mia hid in a cheap motel, shaking, trying to plan her next steps. But late at night she heard engines outside. Cars, many of them. She looked through the window and saw black SUVs searching the streets. They were close, too close. Mia had only minutes before they found her. She grabbed her bag and escaped through the back door, running toward the forest behind the motel. The night was silent. The world felt huge, and she was alone, but free. The end of the Angel. Hours later, she reached an old, empty railway station. Warning lights slowly appeared, painting the sky pink. Mia sat on a bench, exhausted, her heart heavy but hopeful. She didn't know what her life would look like now. She had no money, no phone, no plan. But she had one thing she never had before: her freedom. Then she heard footsteps. She turned quickly, fear rising again. But it wasn't Mateo. It was a police officer. "We received a report," he said gently. "A young woman running from a dangerous man." "Are you Mia?" Her eyes filled with tears. For the first time, she felt safe. "Yes," she whispered. The officer nodded. "You're safe now. We'll help you." Mia looked at the rising sun. Her life with Mateo was over, but her story wasn't. She stood up, took a deep breath, and walked toward a future she would build on her own terms. End of this story. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a few useful words. See you soon in another dark story. Remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss an episode.